Hello and welcome to my latest video. I'm excited to have you here today. I'm going to be doing some experimenting with a jelly plate. Now, if you've never used one before, there is a lot of experimentation that goes along with it. It is something very fun to use, but you also have to kind of try it out for a while to see what system or what methods work best for you. So I'm just peeling off the protective layer because it does has like a mineral oil on it or something to keep it moist. So I'm just going to put that right here. You'll be able to see that. And I'm going to be using some deli paper today. This is just small waxed paper, Logan, but there's so many different brands that you could use. And I peeled off a few sheets right here, so they're all ready. And then I'm going to be using two brayers. This one's going to spread the paint, and this one I'll put on top of the paper to get all of the ink right onto the paper. And then I'm also going to be using different kinds of stencils. I have some bubble wrap I want to experiment with. Some stencils, here's some stamps. I have some like leaf stamps and just some other designs. So we'll see how it goes, see what makes sense, what's working, what's not working. It's all one big experiment for sure. Now the reason why I like making these on wax paper or deli paper is because there's a little translucence to them. You could see through. So when I use them as collage, which is my primary motivation for making these papers, you can see through them on my other works. So it kind of helps me figure out where I want to place things without making a commitment before I'm sure about where to put it. So it's basically collage fodder. So I'm going to start with just like this nice pretty color blue. And get some ink down, or paint I should say. You don't have to use a lot to get started. The key is moving quickly because you don't want it to dry on the plate. But I don't like to use a lot to begin with. So let's try this. And then you just clean it off there. We're going to use the bubble wrap to start. Make a little imprint. And then put the paper down. So it does have that little bend right there, but let's see how it turns out. Okay. I like it already, so that's a good one. So these are going to be pretty little things I could just collage into my other work, which is a lot of fun. All right, so now I'm going to try a little pink. This is a pretty obnoxious pink, but I love it. I feel like there's so much you could do with it if you mute it or use it full strength. It comes out real nice. Okay, so I'm going to do a stencil on this one. I'm going to try this one. Let's try this out. Okay, just pop it on. Put this on top. Let's try it this way. Okay, and then just rub it right like that. Whoops, I think I moved the paper. It's okay. Oh, I love that. That's really neat. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is take the stencil off, and there's still, you could see a tiny imprint. I don't know if it's going to work, but let's try to do this first. See if that works. There's just endless possibilities with a jelly plate, and I just started using them, so it's Oh, that didn't work. Okay, no big deal. So let's try this. This probably is not going to come up, but let's see. No. Okay. So you can kind of still see that imprint there, so I bet you the next color we add might pull some of that up. That might be a little too much ink, but let's try. I keep saying ink, I mean paint. My acrylic paints. Okay, so this is definitely too much paint. So I'm just going to take some off. Okay, so I love the green. I'm going to do some stamps and maybe a stencil. Let's try this. See if this works. See a little bit there. Can't resist doing some leaves in this green. That's pretty. And then what's interesting is when you're done, you can kind of use the stamp again. Do two of those. And then let me see if I could do this stencil on top. Oh, but then that'll cover up my letters. Oh, let's see if that worked. Because it kind of took off some of the ink. Okay. Maybe if you do it all the same way, it won't pull the paper quite as much. All right, let's see how this worked. Aha! Oh, that was really neat. Okay, so there's some stuff in there you could see. It's a little darker, but not bad. So then there's still some left here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of brown on top. See how that comes out. This is raw umber. This is a great color to combine with other colors because it kind of makes them more, I don't know, like a nature vibe, which I am very into these days. Leaves and flowers and all that. Okay, so let's try this one. Don't want to get too precious about everything, just kind of go with it. Okay. That is very cool. So now, take this off, and let's try it again. See what other print it'll make. You know what? I'm going to try this just on top. I don't know if that made any difference. Once again, always a big experiment, right? Well, that's interesting. And it kind of brought up some of the green from the bottom layer. So you could see it's the same stencil, but opposites. It's the, what do they call it? The inverse image of it. So far, so good. Let's see what else. What other colors could we use? I'm going to put down a little white. With this blue. I love this blue. see what that comes up to be. There's really no right or wrong way to do it. It's just kind of your preference. And the more you play with it, you get a better feel of what you like, what your style is. Okay, I'm going to do some stamps. Let's try this one. And then I'll try this one. These are pretty little motifs. Oh, I think I moved, but that's okay. Okay, can use the bubble wrap again. Kind of see how it turns out. Okay, put the paper down. Oops. Gonna try to get better at not making it buckle up here. I think it has to do with how much paint you use, but we'll see. That's very cool. Different colors, different designs. Try it again. This one will be much lighter, but sometimes that's nice too. That's pretty. I like this part over here. And again, when this gets collaged in, it'll be translucent for the most part, but just showing these little pieces of color, which sometimes is nice just to have a little pop. Okay, so I think for the last one, I'm going to do some marks. So let's do, I'm going to do this pretty color. This reminds me of spring, this color. Okay, so I'm going to do a little stamping and then I'll make some marks on the bottom. This leaf. I really want to make this leaf happen. Okay. And then just gonna do some kind of draw in. See how it shows up. All right. Oh boy, this is pretty. I don't know if you could see the full effect. But really interesting, very translucent. I like that, and I like the colors mixing with the blue. Okay, so the way I usually clean my jelly plate is just do like one last little rub, see if I could pull anything up. And then I usually just use a baby wipe and just wipe it all off. And then you just store it flat back with the covers on. Just take a look at all the ones I did. So this is the one I just did. There's this brown one, which I love, and then the inverse of it, which is very cool too. And the kind of greenish yellow with the leaves. Bubble wrap. Pretty pink stencil. And then this kind of bluish white. So that was only 15 minutes of jelly plate fun, and I made all these collage pieces, which will be a lot of fun to kind of use in my work. Oh, and I forgot this one. This was a heavy one. So I hope that you enjoyed following along, and if you love this video, I would really appreciate if you could like this, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel, because that will get me seen by more people. Hope you had fun watching, and I will see you again soon.